Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader. It's April the 17th. These are the charts of the day, and there were quite a few movers today with the market up big time today. We went right up to key overhead resistance and stalled there, actually backed off a little. We're going to have to see whether we can get through today's highs. If that occurs, we could be on our way even higher. Yet, a lot of people for calling lower levels. I was looking for a pullback. We got a multiple session pullback. Whether or not this is anything more than that, we'll have to see. But for now, long side today, alphabetically ADY. You can see that the major downtrend line was broken. The big wedge formed. The stock popped out, consolidated for a couple of days. The last two sessions has moved nicely from about 330 up to 420. Today, popping out across key resistance as volume surged to the biggest volume since February, and it traded 878,000 shares up, almost 9% today. Looks like we can make a run at the 535.45 range. Amylin Pharmaceuticals did move at 37 cents today, only 1.5% during the course of the session. It moved off the low. We're still in a declining channel or flag. If you take a look, it looks like a 2-week flag here. It's above the prior channel, which was exploded through, and right on resistance. If we can break out here, we may get this stock to move sharply as much as another 8-10 points. BDSI, after the big surge in January, this coil popped, this coil, and popped. We stalled right in the resistance zone for a few days to flag. We moved up steadily from the 245 range all the way up to 327. Slowly but surely, it's making new highs. And at this point, very likely or possibly could make a run at the $4 range. That'll be my short-term target. CLNT, big snapback day today, 20% move. Now you can see the big run it had early in the month when it exploded here. Got right up to resistance, reversed, came down in a 7 or 8 session to test the 20-day, and it today bounced 20%. 1.75 million, up 72 cents. Now, if this, and it looks like the declining channel that I drew in here, the falling wedge, may have been broken, but it didn't close great. I'm going to want to see a move over 490, today's high being 488, and Friday's high being 489. So above that 490 range, maybe we can accelerate, get it up to the 635.45 range. First target, second target at about 8.575. ECYT, well, we had a big explosive move yesterday. I wanted to see the follow through day today. It did have. It got up to the major declining top line right there and backed away from it right here. It did close up 37 cents, but closed about 58 cents off the high. So we'll just have to see whether it consolidates in this range or whether it punches through. Now, on a long-term chart, a punch through could mean higher levels could be had, perhaps up as high as the 11 range. LNG continues to look good, and you can see the rising channel since January when it was trading around 8. Got it all the way up today to 1801, and nominal new high, by the way. The key is to the recent action here is that we've taken out this line and may very well take out mid-channel line and move up to the 22-23 zone short term. That's my target. Actually closer to 24. So swing LNG to 24 with a tight stop underneath the, say, 16 range. MIPS, we popped 2 days ago, pulled back, 3 days ago, pulled back for 2 days, and then popped again today, up another 69 cents or 11%. 3.5 million shares traded, and they got right up to and closed near the high here. Next target up around 8.25, 8.5. Newell, well, the big pop we had a week ago, or the end of last week, pulled back on Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Today it snapped back 44%, on 97 cents on 1.5 million shares. Good volume, and if you can get through today's high 355, we may very well see a test of the 5.25 range, my next target. SBSA, classic pennant. Today popped a little bit, up 45 cents or 7.5%. Light volume, but I need to see it break out here. Test the 7.25, 7.35 range, which is my short-term target. And a move to that level could very well get me to 12. SSYS, which made an accretive acquisition yesterday, pulled back, and then today popped a little bit more before it backed off again, but it had an inside day of a positive nature, which I often see developing into a bigger move, looking for 52.3 zone. Threshold Pharmaceuticals, put a buy on it today because the falling wedge was broken, and although it didn't close well, I'm looking to see whether we can get any kind of follow-through movement here that takes out this line. So I'm looking for a move through 7.705, which then could lead to 8.5 3/4 test, and eventually perhaps something up around 11. TIS sake, significant price volume surge and breakout today. And the top of the channel beckons at around 6 short term. VCLK. Now I want to show you this pattern over the last several years. We've had a nice rising channel since the 08 lows. And that calls for more upside. At this point, my target is up around 25. We broke out this flag today with a little thrust. And if we can take out the high here at 21.5, we're looking for 25. So there's some ideas, about a dozen of them on the long side. This is HB saying, have a nice evening. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Good luck trading tomorrow.